Hi, everybody. It's Cherie. I want to make this video, and I've had a hard time trying to make this video because it makes me nervous to talk about what I'm fixing to say. So bear with me if I have some reservations of saying certain things, but I felt like it was really important to make note of different things that are going on that are or not going on either way. So as y'all know, we have a new DA out of Somerset, Pennsylvania, and he's been there for this year, and he's had to deal with a lot of corruption. He's been working with the drug task force there, trying to get the drugs under control there, because they have a really bad drug epidemic problem there. And he's doing, by the way, a fantastic job at that. He does more drug busting I've seen in a lot of freaking states. So shout out to him for that. And I positively have always spoke openly backing this district attorney. And basically, I just wanted him to know. I didn't know if he knew or not, because when you're a victim fighting for your case to be heard, it's like pulling teeth there to get anything done. So you have to go to the DA, and then after you go to the DA, you have to go to the Attorney General, and the Attorney General is Josh Shapiro. So I have reached out to them recently and let them know what has gone on there in Somerset, and I really am so thankful for this new DA. And I want to make sure, this is why one of the reasons I'm making this video, is I want to make sure that people understand that when I talk about the crookedness there and the corruption there, it has nothing to do with this present DA. He's never done anything to me personally. He's never spoke to me. They won't even allow me to talk to him. I've called so many times since he's been sworn in, and they won't let me speak to him. So I don't even know if he knows that or not. Because I feel like sometimes when I've called that they are trying to make me mad, as in they want me to go and turn against this DA. That's kind of how I feel when I'm calling. And when I've called, I've had other people present in those conversations to make sure that there's witnesses to this conversation, and they all feel the same way. That this is a deliberate act to silence me, to make me feel more silenced to the fact that maybe he doesn't care about my case. I've been told that, I'm not going to go into depth over my last conversation there, but it was pretty recent, and the things that were told to me, it was so brutal that the other parties that were in the room with me were just going, oh my God, are you serious? This is not even legal for certain things to be said and done, and to be withheld so much information and not being able to get to the services that you deserve. So I wanted to make sure this district attorney knew that I've been trying to contact him, and they won't let me talk to him. And maybe he doesn't want to, but I'm sure he probably has a choice in that. But to me, frankly, when you have somebody like me that does not stop on social media and is going to keep putting her story in the Pennsylvania news, I would think you would want to deal with that. Okay, if we're going to make this town better, we have got to do something about the situation that occurred here. And I won't quit. And now that my kids are grown, I have all the time in the world to make sure that this is done. And so I went to the Attorney Generals because I want them to look at what's going on there. I want them to see that this DA has even said publicly on their own Somerset County District Attorney site that this place is corrupt. And he is right. And I feel for him. I worry about his safety. I worry that, because I feel like he's the man for this job. He is not afraid to back. He's not going to back down. He's going to lock you up if you don't do the right thing. I love that about this guy. But at the same exact moment, I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that really kind of press upon me to try to feel that this man will not do right by me. And for me personally, I just have this feeling in my heart that it's not the truth. So I want to appeal to the community there to reach out to the district attorney and let him know that there is a presiding situation. Jason Hunter works actually in the district attorney's office. He actually is one of the people that walked in. Back in the day, he was working my case as an investigator. And I remember the day he read off all the charges that he wanted, that Primavera was a DA there. No comment on her. But he went in there to get justice for me. And I remember he read off these charges that they were wanting to indict on, like attempted murder, kidnapping. It was horrific. And Primavera just shot him down like that. Hashtag keep corruption going, So I want to now let people know Jason Hunter works in the district attorney's office. So he actually does know, the seriousness of this case. And I don't think that they fully understand. And I'm worried that the district attorney there doesn't understand the amount of evidence that I have accomplished in getting. I have worked very hard. You people in the community there have sent me so much damning proof of the things that have happened there. And one of the things I wanted to read off really quick to the district attorney. Here is a witness that lives right there in the community. And I want you to understand, he wrote this letter 10/31/2005, and he was writing about what they did to me. Okay, so I want to just bring this up because I think it's important for people to hear what other people, sorry if I look like a hot mess too. I think it's important for people to understand that this is not just me talking about what happened to me. There are people that really have spoke about, hey, this is what happened to this girl, and this is what I saw. So I want to read it to you because this is something that should be brought into court. As far as I'm concerned, it should be something that is a big taboo subject on the line of whether Cherie deserves justice. Okay, so here we go. Sorry about my pager going off, but okay. The person says this. That he is talking about what he saw and what he went through. And it's a pretty heartbreaking letter. And I'm not going to discuss the person because if they want to know, well, good God, they can call, can't they? But he says in this letter, I guess you probably would not understand how it affects a 13-year-old girl to be beat with a 1x3x2 rod over 100 times till the stain from wet jean material and blood permanently stain the rod. And then you finally lose consciousness. He's talking about me. Then you finally lose consciousness for something that you did not do. And when the truth is finally told, instead of a sincere apology for such gross error, you get a, well, she did enough that she got away with. It just evens the record. Well, if you want to even the record, let's put ourselves in the mind of a 13-year-old girl that is forced by her father into an outhouse hole with human feces barefoot and then made to sift through it up to her elbows for an hour's, he said an hour, looking for a pen. Or how about sifting through horse manure in a hot July sun with your bare hands as two men stand over you and watch you while you ask for just one. Okay, sorry, it makes me upset reading this. Or how about sifting through horse manure in the hot July sun with your bare hands as two men stand over you and watch while you ask for something to drink and only get in return a laugh. Now I want you to, for just once, think of the vivid pictures that have been in my mind for my whole life and see what it would do for you. Better yet, put yourself in the shoes of someone who spent years in a room with the door boarded shut, only having a can to relieve herself, and having gone through the pain and filth that she experienced, on top of being molested, and tried to understand why maybe she's not on the mission field today. I may suppose again that you may be thinking she brought it all on herself. But I'm here to say that no matter if she did or not, no animal deserves the treatment that I personally saw her live her childhood. I hope that maybe you will understand just a little bit what it's like to live your life walking up to horrible nightmares of your childhood. He meant to say he said waking up. I said it wrong. Sorry, y'all. Or trying to get down on your knees and pray and have some of the most painful and vulgar scenes go through your head. Or what it's like to be so scared to walk down the stairs to get some water out of a bucket in the middle of the night so that your sister can have something to drink. Or what it's like to sneak by and whisper to your sister that has been beaten over and over again. So he says it. Or what it's like to sneak by and whisper to your sister that has been beaten over and over again where the missing item was. Or write it down so she would not have to continue to be beaten. I am sure that we can all run to the Old Testament and excuse ourselves by saying that she would have been killed under the law. But as you are on your way there, make sure that you stop off at the gospel and read the portion of the scripture that tells you what is best for somebody that offends a little one. Or if that is not good enough, try getting that by provoking your children to wrath. He goes on to state about basically the horrors that he witnessed as a child. This is a letter, and I know I didn't do a very good job of reading that, but I don't really try to go back there. But this letter was wrote by my brother, Cheriemcrae. He lives there. And bless his heart, I know he wants me to wake up one day and never have any of this happen to me. And I know he wants me to probably just drop dead because it's such a scar. And it's not because he hates me. It's because we can't forget what happened. And when you have a person living there that wrote this letter, no offense, y'all, your drug busts don't really mean a lot right now to me. You have a grown man there that actually wrote a letter about what his sister saw, what she felt, what she lived with, and what happened to her. So I'm going to ask the district attorney to please take the time to call me. Take the time to look into this case. You've got Jason Hunter there now. He knows. And since then, so many things else have happened that the evidence is just so much more, even more profound. And I want something done. So I'm asking the district attorney there to actually stop and notice what's going on. I don't even know if he knows because honestly, again, they won't let me talk to him. But I want him to know this is some of the evidence that you've got living in your town right now. You know that saying I always say on here, give me justice or give me death. Because y'all signed my death warrant. And I'm tired of begging y'all. I don't even have a family. Like, what more do y'all want me to go through? Like, I feel like I should be valued a little bit more. For somebody that is not a bad person, you think the world would have just stopped and say, Somerset, Pennsylvania, you're going to have to address this with Cheriemcrae because we're not going a step further. So I'm begging the district attorney, and I'm sorry. I know it's a hot mess right now. I'm so sorry. But it's really hard to talk about this and not lose your crap. And it's hard to look at the district attorney's website and see that they're doing all these drug busts. And I keep looking because I keep hoping one day I'm going to see those people that did this to me on there. Just because the town is corrupt. Like, my own dad was busted with the chief of police there. Like, when you think about who do you call for help, like, there's no help there. There was none. It wasn't my fault. Y'all need to make this right. And I'm not going away. I will stand on your steps before it's over. I will stand there and I will make sure I will do it the right way. Trust me. I don't want to do anything the wrong way. I want to do it the right way. So the longer you ignore me, the stronger you make this case. The longer you ignore me, the more I'm going to fight. And now that I have the opportunity to being there full time in Pennsylvania, I just think that as any DA or any attorney general, they would literally be more frightened about the fact that their town is layered in so much trash. I know that this DA is strong, man. I back him 100%. I feel terrible for what they've done to him. I honestly, no offense, I knew it the minute I realized that he was so serious because we were campaigning so hard to get out the old DAs because we knew they were corrupt. They didn't care. Like, there is so much dirt there that I'm not even going to get into it all. But when you know that and you're campaigning for a stronger DA and you get him in, but you can't even speak to him because they won't let you. I mean, they treat me, like I said, I feel like that's what a lot of this is about, is just shut her up, try to get her to go away. But thankfully, God gave me the strength from all the abuse I went through to survive long enough to fight for this, and I won't stop. So if you don't start doing something on this case, then I have to go further with this. I don't care. I've never wanted civil. I will sue. I will stand at the front of your door every day when you come in as a district attorney, and I'm going to say to you one more time, why? Why am I not worth it? Why? Tell me why, Pennsylvania. Please. Somebody tell me. You've got so many witnesses there that know what happened to me. Like, how can you walk around? So I just want to make sure that DA knows that I am backing him, and I'm trying so hard to be patient and understanding. And I know that there's so much corruption there, and he's wrote a letter, and I really appreciate him doing that. He wrote a letter on the district attorney's side about the corruption, and I really appreciate him doing that because I know that must have been frightening for him. But I've been fighting for so long. There's got to be some kind of resolution to this, because if it doesn't, I don't know what else to do besides do something civilly, because I can't get them to do something the way I need it to be done, which is criminal wise. So please, everybody, share this video, and please call Josh Shapiro at the Attorney General's office in Pennsylvania. Let him know that we need this case looked at. I have contacted them. They do know what's going on. I have made it clear to them that this district attorney is just, bless his heart, they're just like trying so hard to make him leave. So I'm begging him not to leave, and I believe that he can do this. But I need him to know and to step up and start working on this case and making it happen. People work cold cases all the time. My case matters. I have to have something that matters. Like, you don't have a family. Your family sold you, tortured you. So please, I'm begging you all, and I'm sorry, I'm a hot freaking mess, but I just don't know what else to do. And I want to thank everybody that's helping me with this, and I really, really appreciate you guys. And I want that district attorney to know I'm proud of him, and I'm so, like, he just reminds me of me. He's just like badass. He doesn't care. He's just like mowing them over. He doesn't give a crap. And I love that, because I feel like we're the same. Like, you can't buy him off. He doesn't care. He's going to lock you up. And when a DA has to put hidden cameras in his place to protect his life and his character and everything, because you got people trying to set him up, you got a daggone problem. He needs an arsenal. The attorney generals need to send that man an unlimited bank account and an unlimited amount of people to help him put these people away and wipe up that town. I would rather come to Pennsylvania and do something positive than to come there and have to fight every day and say over and over every day, hey, y'all, this is what's happened in Somerset, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Nothing's been done. I would rather come there and do something positive. And I don't want to keep rehashing this my whole entire life. But if that's the only option you're giving me, then I don't have another one. And that's the one thing I love about the internet, is that my story's out there. You can't just delete me anymore. You can't just even though they get on the phone, nah, you don't get to talk to him. Nah, we're not going to do anything. We're not, blah, blah, blah. What? You don't do that. That's not how it works. I know, but I've worked with many people that are in law, DAs. They don't do this kind of crap. And I know this DA there is a good man, and he's solid as a rock. And I will back him until I feel that he has literally slammed the door in my face. Then we'll go from there. But for right now, I back this man 100%. I'm asking y'all to get up and do something and help this DA get these cases resolved and have the money to put these people away. So I just wanted to make sure that he knew that I was trying to reach him, that I wanted to prosecute, and I just wanted him to know. And I wanted him to know that letter exists there, and that I guess I just wanted him to know that it's just not me. I hope when he looks at his children, when he looks at them at night, I want him to remember what they did to me at that age. Ask my brother there. He told me one time when he looked at his daughter, he remembered so much about what they had done to me. Give my family justice. Let my brothers know that this was not okay and that there is repercussions for all the torture we all suffered. Please help me get justice. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Bye-bye.